The next shape we're going to do is going to be the marshmallow or the cube. Some people call it a square. So I'm going to again use multiple colors so it's easier for you to see the different layers. It does take all 30 pieces or one kit. So for the majority of it, well, I guess not for, we're going to be starting out with your pieces facing forward where the slant goes from bottom to top. But we will then be turning the pieces over for a period of them, using them the backwards way. So this is the piece facing backwards where it slopes from top to bottom. And I'll go ahead and remind you of when to flip your pieces. But we'll go ahead and get started. And for the first layer, we're going to go ahead and use the base off of the ball or the sphere. So we're going to go ahead and have our pieces facing forward. And you're going to go ahead and tilt your piece to the left, hook your straight edge with the straight edge, and then the dog ear with the dog ear. Go ahead and turn it. We're going to go ahead and get our base ready here. Go ahead and hook the dog ear with the dog ear and the straight edge with the straight edge. Oh. Okay. And just keep turning that right around. Again, your piece facing forward, slightly slanted to the left. Hook your dog ear with the dog ear, straight edge with the straight edge, and then your last one. Hook your dog ear in with the dog ear and the straight edge with the straight edge. Go ahead and make sure you connect to the straight edge on the side here. And again, you'll get that 5-button rosette here in the center. And you're just going to go ahead and flip it over. So you do have the same base that you do the ball and the sphere, but we're going to go ahead and build right off of that, and it'll be a little bit different here. So again, for the second layer of the ball, or of the square here, you're going to go ahead and do it the same way that you did the sphere, where your piece is still facing forward, slightly tilt it to the right, hook your straight edge with the straight edge, the dog ear with the dog ear, and then the dog ear on the edge here. Okay, and then you're going to go right to your next V. Take your piece facing forward, slightly slant it to the right, straight edge with the straight edge. You're going to hook the dog ear here on the end, and then the dog ear on this side. Okay. And go ahead and turn it right here. See the V. Take your piece facing forward, slightly slant it to the right, straight edge with the straight edge, dog ear with the dog ear, and then the dog ear on the corner here as well. Alright, 2 pieces left. Okay, see your V here. I'm going to go ahead and get your piece that's facing forward, tilt it to the right, slide the straight edge with the straight edge, hook the dog ear on the corner here, and then the dog ear on this corner. Okay, and then you're on to the last piece. Got your V there, piece facing forward, slightly tilt it to the right, slide the straight edge in with the straight edge, the dog ear with the dog ear, and then the dog ear on the side here. And your second layer is complete. Okay? Alright, so now here's where you're going to want to flip your pieces over. So if your pieces were facing forward, go ahead and flip them over. Alright? And we're going to go backwards. So you got your piece and it's facing backwards. You're going to go ahead and go straight up with the straight edge. And then you're going to hook the dog ear on the corner here. And then the dog ear on this corner. So essentially you're doing the exact same thing you did on the previous layer, you're just doing it backwards. So now we're going to go right again here to this V, if you will. Pieces facing backwards. Go ahead and hook in the straight edge. Connect your straight edge on the corner, or the dog ear with the straight edge I should say, and then the dog ear right here. Okay? Alright, we're going to go right to the next one. Okay? Pieces facing backwards, straight edge is going up. You're going to connect this dog ear with this straight edge. That'll throw you off a little bit here. And then this dog ear over here as well. Okay. Got 2 more. Alright, again, your piece is facing backwards. I'm going to go straight edge in, connect the dog ear on the corner here, and then connect the dog ear here as well. And remember that these are pretty flexible so you won't break them. Okay, and then your last piece. Alright, again your piece is backwards. Slide the straight edge in, hook the dog ear here, and then hook the dog ear on the corner. Okay, your third layer is complete. So you will see it slightly start to cave in a little bit, but now you're going to go back to the previous layer there that we did and go back the opposite direction. So it'll start to build it out a little bit. So now we're going to take these V's and we're going to do the same thing we did with the blue layer. So your piece again is facing forward where it slants from bottom to top. And we're going to go ahead and use your V's. Slide in the straight edge. Connect your dog ear on the end here, and then connect the straight edge on the side. Again, these might slip. You just give it a little tug and they'll slide right back into place. All right, you're gonna go right to the right. You got another V. Take your piece that's already facing forward, slightly slant it to the right, slide it right in, connect the corner here, and then you're also gonna wanna connect this one right with this one. And then again, this will slip, so you just tug it a little bit, and it might not stay until the very end of this layer. So don't worry about that, we'll come back to it. All right, so then you're gonna go to your next V here. Your piece is facing forward. You're gonna go ahead and slide your straight edge in, connect the dog ear here. All right, and then connect the dog ear on this side as well. Okay, all right. And you're going to see your ball or your square start to contour a little shape just because we're going in opposite directions, but it will straighten it out and it will look normal once you get to the end of it. Okay, your piece facing forward. Go ahead and slide it right into your V. Connect the dog ear on the end and then the dog ear on the right. And it'll slip, just give it a tug. Okay, and then we're coming back to our last piece. Piece facing forward, slide it straight edge right in here, connect the dog ear on the end, and then this is where that one was slipping in the beginning. Just pull it tight, and then once you connect it here, it'll all stay in place. This one, just give it a tug, and now they're all in place. So it should look just like that. Okay, so we have 2 rows left. So we're gonna go backwards one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it up. So you're gonna have to go ahead and take your pieces again, and if they were facing forward, you're gonna wanna go ahead and turn them around and lay them on the table so that you know that this whole next row of 5 is all backwards. Okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start right here with the button. Take your first piece that's facing backwards, slide your straight edge up, connect the dog ear on the end, and connect this one on the side here. These ones will do a little bit of the slipping as well. All right, and go right to the next one. Got your piece facing backwards. I'm gonna go ahead and slide the straight edge up, connect this dog ear with this end here, and then you're gonna go ahead and connect this end as well. Okay. All right, go right to the next side. Take your piece facing backwards, slide the straight edge up, connect your dog ear. Again, they might slip throughout it. And then connect this end over here. Okay, and 2 left. Got my piece facing backwards. Go ahead and slide up the straight edge, connect the dog ear on the side here, and then I'm also going to connect the dog ear on the corner. So remember, you're going to have the straight edge on each piece that'll connect for the last layer. Okay, 1 piece left. Okay, got my piece that's facing backwards. I'm going to go ahead and slide in the straight edge and connect the dog ear on the corner, and then I'm going to connect it right here as well. Okay. All right. So that layer is complete, and it should look just like this. All right. So now the last layer here is gonna go ahead and close up the square, so it'll look like a nice marshmallow shape. All right. We're gonna go We're going to go right off of, now for this last one to close it up, you're actually going to use your pieces backwards. So if they're already facing backwards, go ahead and leave them facing that way. Okay, so you're still going to build right off of these buttons here, the V's that we got. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take my piece that's facing backwards. I'm going to slide the dog ear in with the button here, and I'm going to connect this straight edge right here and the straight edge right here. So now you're going to use that dog ear for the center to go ahead and help close the square up. Alright, I got my piece facing backwards. I'm going to go ahead and slide the dog ear in, connect the straight edge right here, and then you're going to connect the straight edge on the side and then the dog ear with the middle. Okay? Alright, we're going to go right to the next side here. Got my piece facing backwards. I'm going to go ahead and actually slide that straight edge in right away and bend this slightly under here so the dog ear can slide right up. Going to go ahead and connect the straight edge right here and then the dog ear in the center. There you go. Okay, and 2 pieces left. Okay, got my piece that's facing backwards. Go ahead and slide that in. Oh, I'll curve the straight edge underneath. Oh. There you go. Hook it, and then you can go ahead and put the dog ear in the center, and then hook your straight edge on the side. Okay, and you're ready for your last piece. Alright, again, the last piece is the trickiest one because you don't want to bend the piece. So we're going to go ahead and slide the straight edge in, and then the dog ear in the center as well. Okay, now that those 2 are in, we're just going to go ahead and try to bend this without creasing it. We'll connect the dog ear first, and then we'll go ahead and pull up the straight edge. You can give it a little tug, it's not going to break, and then it's done. Then it looks like a nice little square marshmallow, we like to call it.